Have you heard the term? You've probably heard the term go with the flow. And if you're like me, it probably drove you nuts as a younger person when you have all these ideas and excitement and creating new things in life and someone says, just chill, just go with the flow. And when we're talking about making big life changes and we're talking about it's never too late, we really have to embrace this term and rewrite this term called go with the flow. And if you ever listen to the teachings of Bashar or Abraham Hicks, they're all about getting into alignment. Bashar talks about follow the excitement, and Joseph Campbell says follow your bliss. And all of these things are what I think go with the flow actually means. It means go with the flow of your heart, go with the flow of your spirit, and go with the flow of what is calling you. It doesn't mean go with the flow and be like everybody else or keep your mouth shut or relax or chill out or any of that stuff. Follow your abundance flow, follow your mindset. Be curious about where your thoughts are. When you talk about what's next for you, and if you're watching this video, it means that you are contemplating maybe starting a new career after 40, maybe you're looking at starting a new life after 40, or you've just faced a terminal illness after 40. It's never too late to go with your own flow. And how do we do that? Because it's one thing to say, just go follow your bliss. And it's another to look around and say, okay, I have responsibilities. I have a life. I need this job. I need this marriage. I need this house. And it's only because we've been programmed to think we need these things that this is what your world has created. And I know it sounds super woo, at least when I'm saying it, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I actually saying this? But it's so true because I was in your shoes. I didn't know how to follow my bliss because I was so scared of, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when I leave this marriage, this security of my life, and start something new? Am I going to have money? Am I going to go broke? Am I going to be able to pay my bills? And what happened for me is that once I made that choice that, okay, I am going to go with the flow of my life, and my flow and my bliss is not in this moment right now. And this life that I've created is not giving me joy and satisfaction. It's draining me, and I'm tired all the time. And I was sick all the time. And I even remember different points in that marriage where I couldn't sleep at night because I had such bad asthma that after a couple hours of sleeping, I would wake up coughing and coughing and coughing, and I couldn't catch my breath. And for me, what I did when I couldn't handle that life anymore, I would go on road trips. And I remember driving through Utah and just trying to count, trying to breathe and count and try to calm down my asthma because it was so bad. And I was at this campground and I actually left in the middle of the night because I was coughing so much and I was so embarrassed and I didn't want to wake up fellow campers. So I had all the signs that my life was not fulfilling to me. It was not giving me what I needed. It was depleting me. And so I made the choice. And I remember reading this book called Your Prince Charming Isn't Coming. And I realized that I needed to make big changes. So what happened after that, because I'd made that choice, that I wasn't happy and that I was relying on the security of the marriage, was that I changed. And I took a business class and I took a trip to Santa Barbara for a month. And I did all these things, and you know what? I created a lot of debt in that experience. And I got a new apartment, and my apartment and all my bills are way more than what it was in my marriage. So I wasn't this privileged person going from a cushy life to another cushy life. I was taking a cushy life and starting over at zero. And because I wasn't taught the tools that it's okay to follow your bliss, that it's okay to go with the flow, it was a frightening experience for me. But now that I'm in my space, and it's been quite a few years. My life is completely different. It's like when you make these choices, people come into play, opportunities come into play. You are supported in this journey of finding your path, of finding your truth. It's just because we haven't been taught that. It's just because we can't see the beauty of this universe, of this world, of the support that we have, that we think that life has to be really hard and really scary and really structured. But there's a whole other world waiting for you. And I do believe that when we start taking these opportunities to go with the flow, to follow our bliss, that we're raising our energy, we're raising the vibration. So it's not only us that's benefiting as a single person, which again, I don't believe we are single persons. I believe that we are all connected. And we align with new people. And not only that, because I am a single mom, I feel like I'm a better mom because I've taken these choices, because I've been through this journey. And I almost said struggle, but it hasn't been a struggle. Mentally, it's been a struggle to just allow things to happen. But spiritually, and there's just so much. There's so much joy. There's so much more beauty. There's so much more energy when we allow ourselves to go with the flow. Go with the flow, man. Really take that hippie approach. And if you are thinking about these big changes in life, take the first step. Take the first step to follow your bliss. Follow that excitement. And follow the journey that your soul and your heart want you to be on. And you will be so surprised who shows up in your life, what opportunities come. But you have to allow it. You have to take the breaths, and you have to raise your vibration, which means you have to love yourself and you have to love the journey that you're on. And you are going to make so much more difference in the world, not only with yourself, but the people that you love the most, because you're changing for the good, and you're the storyteller, and you are the teacher, and you get to teach these things to others, if not through your voice, through your actions. I hope this helps, and happy journeying.